Hello, my name is Chuck Vanderstelt, and I'm a real estate agent in Northwest Indiana. I work for the Real Estate Brokerage Listing Leaders, but more importantly, I am the founder of the website quadwalls.com, the smarter way to real estate, where we help you make better decisions when buying or selling a home. And today, to help you make better decisions, we are going to teach you how to win a real estate bidding war. Real estate bidding wars, that's when in a house that's for sale maybe gets multiple offers, so lots of buyers are coming at it. I've been in that position a lot with my clients, and I win a lot. I know that sounds like bragging and that my ego is huge. I don't win every time, but I do win a lot, and I will teach you exactly what to do. I will give you a strategy on how to win a real estate bidding war and 11 actionable tips to help you win. So let's get started. So again, what is a bidding war? A bidding war is a situation where there's multiple offers on the same home. Sometimes once all of that happens, the seller will say it's official, there's a bidding war, give me your highest and best by a certain time. And what you do is you kind of rewrite your offer and you give your best chance to get your offer accepted. Why should you participate in a bidding war? Some buyers hear that there's a bidding war and they want to walk away from the house. In my opinion, that's a huge mistake. If you like the home and you like the home enough to buy it, you should bid and you should participate in the bidding war. Don't walk away just because you're afraid you'll overpay or something like that. People, I think, walk away is because they don't have a bidding war strategy. Well, let's teach you about that and those actionable tips you can take to win a bidding war. And much of what I'm going to share with you doesn't have very much to do with price. There's many other things to do to help you win a bidding war that have nothing to do with how much you're paying for the home. Rules of a bidding war, there are none. A lot of buyers and a lot of real estate agents even think there's rules to a bidding war, and there really aren't. The seller of the home can do whatever he or she wants. Say a seller gets 5 offers. That seller could just look at the 5 and take the best one. The seller could say, I like this one the most, this one's the best, I'm going to take it. And never say a word to the other 4. The seller could say, ooh, one of these offers I really like. I just wish they would change one thing. That seller could start negotiating with just that one buyer and leave those other 4 offers alone and not really say anything, but open up negotiations with just one buyer. Or they could do the highest and best. And we do sometimes see sellers do that. I don't think highest and best is always the best strategy. I encourage a lot of my sellers that one of those offers is probably pretty good. Why don't we start trying to negotiate directly with that one, really pressure them into doing something that we want, and we can dangle those other offers in front of them and say, you know, it's now or never kind of situation. Usually pretty effective. But I'm here to help you today as a buyer win a bidding war. So let's get into that strategy. There's 2 parts of the strategy that work together in order to help you win a bidding war. Part 1, solve a seller's problems. Everybody has problems. Everyone. That seller is selling that home for a reason. And it could be a really positive reason. The kids are growing up. We just need a bigger home. We found the home we want to buy. Great. They have problems. What day are they buying the new home that they're moving into? How do they plan to do it? Are they going to sell their current home and buy their new home on the same day? If they do that, are they really wanting to show up to the title company with all their stuff in a moving truck? What if something goes wrong at the very last second with one of these 2 transactions? So they have problems. Maybe they can't buy the home until a certain date because maybe that seller can't sell until a certain date. That seller that you're making the offer to, they have problems. Maybe it's a different problem. Maybe there's a pending divorce. Maybe it's an estate sale and the surviving relatives live 1,000 miles away. Or maybe they don't have any money to make any repairs. You need to find out what problems are confronting the seller, what's motivating their sale, and you need to resolve those problems with your offer. The second part of the strategy is make your offer very, very easy to accept. The way you do that is you leave all the junk out of your offer. The home surveys, home warranties. For a survey, you should be able to look at enough public records and after inspecting the property yourself to give a plausible argument whether there's an encroachment on the property from somebody else. If there isn't, what are you doing a survey for? To make the seller worry that something will come up and now you want to back out of the deal. You don't want to have that stuff in there. A local lender, first off, you want to be pre-approved, and second off, you want to have a local lender. Don't show a seller offer with some lender that none of us have ever heard of, or some Goliath National Bank that's going to be remarkably difficult to work with. That's not good. That's not easy to accept that offer. Don't make mistakes when you write your offer. Don't have any contradictions when you write your offer. You want a crystal clear, straight to the point offer, no junk, no extras. That's what I mean when I say junk. No extras. You don't want any of that. It's all distractions in your offer. You want clean, crystal clear offers. You will win. To kind of break all that down, maybe grab a pen and a piece of paper, or you can just kind of roll back inside this video and make sure you get all these. I'm going to now get to the 11 actionable tips. So these are things that you can do or you can write into your offer in order to help you win a bidding war. Number 1, call the listing agent and get info. You see the house, you love it, you tell your agent, call the listing agent. Let's do some reconnaissance. Get me information. We're finding the seller's problems. What's the timeline where they're going to move? What's their plan for where they're going to move? Why is this home being sold? Look around for problems. Look for that divorce. It can be found. Look for that estate sale. There's often signs that it's an estate sale. Find out what their problems are. When you call that listing agent, the question to ask is very simple. What, if any, terms would be notably beneficial to your seller? Post-possession closing, post-closing possession. Sorry about that. That means you're letting the seller stay in the home for 5 days, 10 days after it's closed. That's post-closing possession. Maybe they want a fast close. Maybe they want a long close. Find out what their problems are. Find out what their needs are. Write those down and incorporate those into your offer. Number 2, purchase the home as is. Everybody loves this. When you buy a home as is, you're telling the seller, I don't want you to fix anything. You're not going to spend any money. You're not going to hire any contractors making any repairs. You're not going to do a thing. So that's actionable tip number 2. Purchase the home as is. In nearly all areas, purchasing a home as is does not mean you are not inspecting the property. What it means is you're going to get your inspections done, and you're either going to buy the home or you're not. You're not going to ask them for anything. They don't have to worry about going back through negotiations on repairs, back through trying to get you to stay in the deal, back through hiring contractors, seeing to it that repairs are done and spending that money. Every seller loves to see you purchase their home as is. They love it. It's truly my secret weapon. That one single thing has helped me win so many bidding wars or purchase a home at a lower price. Number 3, purchase the home as is, but you said that was number 2. Well, number 3 is purchase the home as is, but this time do waive your inspection. I know that's really hard for a lot of people to consider waiving their inspection. I bought a home a year ago. It's the home that I live in. And it was only built 8 years ago. I didn't have it inspected. I know every home inspector in America would say I'm nuts, but I didn't have it inspected. And I've lived there for a year, and we seem to be doing just okay. If you want to consider purchasing a home as is and waiving the inspection, there's some tips I could give you. First off, when you schedule your showing, if you're looking at those pictures online, the location of the home, the price, everything, you're really confident about this house that you're going to like it, try to schedule a longer showing. Try to be in there for 60 to 90 minutes. Hurry up, walk through the house, and then decide if you like it. At that point, don't waste your time inside the home talking with your agent about what you should offer and all that. go through the home over and over and over again, looking for problems, trying to do what a home inspector does. Most home inspections only take 2 to 3 hours. If you've got 45 minutes to an hour to crawl all over that home looking for problems, you're going to have a good idea. Before you head out, download a checklist, things to look for, things that home inspectors look at. Take a look at those things. And then you can leave that house, then talk to your agent and start talking about price and terms and all that. And maybe you are comfortable waiving inspection. And especially think of it if the home is less than 15 years old. Tip number 4 to win a bidding war: a conventional or an insured loan. Try to be pre-approved with a conventional or an insured conventional loan. FHA, VA, and USDA loans, I'm sorry, they will lose next to a conventional or insured conventional loan every time. Every time. All other things being equal, same terms, same price, everything else, seller's going to pick the insured conventional or the conventional. You can get an insured conventional loan with 5% down. You need a slightly higher credit score than with an FHA. VA, it's a wonderful benefit and you earn the benefit, but I know it can concern some people. The problem is with FHA, VA, and USDA loans, the appraisal has an added step called the appraiser has to certify the property meets minimum safety requirements, minimum property conditions. They call it something like that. A lot of real estate agents and a lot of sellers are really misinformed about how severe it is. It's not that severe. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. But a lot of sellers and a lot of real estate agents aren't good at understanding what it really means. So instead, they're going to skip your offer and they're going to take the one with a conventional or insured conventional loan. This might be something you can't fix. If you can't fix it, still bid on the house. Still go for it. But if you can get into the insured conventional column, think about it. Be pre-approved. That's tip number 5, be pre-approved. It's commonplace under any circumstances that a pre-approval letter accompanies an offer. With your pre-approval, again, you want to go to a local lender, a local mortgage brokerage. I don't want a pre-approval letter from your Goliath National Bank. I don't want it. I don't want a pre-approval from .com loving rocket something loans. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want some big .com call center mortgage broker. I don't want it. I'm going to look at my seller and say, the second something goes wrong, it's going to go into a black hole and we're not going to get any information. And then we're going to have problems because I can't give you any information. I can't help you set expectations of what to do next. I can't help you plan. So, hey, seller, they've got this blue ribbon local mortgage broker down the street with this other offer. I think maybe we should look more at that one. Big Goliath National Bank, don't like them. A lot of times it's been problems. Same thing. They don't understand how to communicate. They don't have any respect for local real estate agents. Sorry, they just don't. So again, as I'm trying to sell any offer to a seller, because I want to see them move on, I want to complete the transaction, I want to earn my commission, and I want to move on, I'm going to encourage them to take the offer that has a high probability of making it to the finish line. It's not just about price. It's about conveying the high probability of making it to the finish line. I know a small local real estate brokerage is going to do a much better job communicating with me and informing me if there's any issues. Number 6, clean offer. Again, we talked about that a moment ago. Keep your offer really clean, no junk. Surveys, home warranties, long inspection timelines, anything unusual, any contradictions, any scribbled out printing. I don't want any of it. Clean, straightforward, simple, easy to understand offers. You have to think where your offer's going. You and your agent wrote it. Your agent's going to give it to me. I'm going to sit it in front of a seller, and we're going to try and talk about it together. You don't want that seller distracted on any nonsense, any contradictions, any concerns. You do not want to create any doubt in the mind of the seller. As soon as you start creating doubt, you are lessening your chances of winning that bidding war. Number 7, offer post-closing possession. Even if, as you were learning about their problems, they didn't bring it up, give them 5 days. People love it. What post-closing possession is, you go, you close on the house, you purchase it, you let them keep living in the house. Don't let them live there for a month. That's a little extreme. Try to keep it under 10 days. Give them 5 to 10 days, even if they didn't ask for it. Gives them a lot of breathing room. Helps them be relaxed. Remember, they're thinking about accepting an offer. No one has a crystal ball of how things are going to work out. Are the movers going to be on time? Are the movers going to be late? No one knows. Give them breathing room. Helps them be relaxed. People love it. Number 8, write a love letter. So the 8th tip to win that bidding war, write the love letter. The love letter is writing a letter to somebody that tells them a little bit about who you are, why you love your house and love their house, and why you're going to take such great care of it. Another thing you can do in that is look for common ground. I'm a salesperson. I constantly look for common ground with people. If you walk into a home that you want to buy and you see a bunch of firefighter memorabilia, and you can tell that this person's a firefighter. If you happen to be a firefighter, or were a firefighter, or have a very, very close family member, like a parent, sibling, or your spouse, who's a firefighter, bring it up and talk about it. People love common ground. They just do. It's just a thing. Don't ever make up common ground. Don't be disingenuous like that. Don't make something up or go with something that's pretty thin just to have common ground. If you don't have any common ground, it's fine. Forget about it. Focus on the house. Do not say a single thing negative about the house. If you hate their ugly wallpaper that they have in one of the rooms and you're going to tear it down the first day, don't tell them that. Don't say a single negative thing about the house. You love their house. Your spouse loves the house. Your kids love the house. The house is perfect for so many reasons for you guys. And you're going to take great care of it and how happy you were to find it. And you thank them. And that is the love letter. And you include that with your offer. Number 9, price. We got to talk about price a little bit. Price is important in bidding war. Pay as much as you're comfortable with. Me, your real estate agent, any real estate agent, none of us know what the housing market will look like in 2 or 3 or 4 years. We have no idea. No idea. What you need to ask yourself is, what's the risk that you're going to need to sell the home in the next 24 to 36 months? If that risk is high, be careful. Be careful. If the risk is low, really go for it. Because here's the thing. If something changes in life, you need to sell the house. What you know is this. The day you saw it, 5 other people wanted to buy it. Well, a year from now, if you need to sell it, 5 other people are probably going to want to buy it. Pay top of the market for a home comparable to what you have, and you're probably even okay going 3 to 4, maybe 5% above. If the market's that hot and you've got that many people falling over each other for that home type in your area is probably appreciating about 4 to 5% per year. Number 10, Goldilocks zone the response time. You probably said, what the heck does that mean? We all know the story of Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Okay. Response time. Every offer has an expiration. This is the time in which the seller needs to respond. Don't do anything silly and say to the seller, you want a response in 4 hours. It'll blow up in your face every time. Depending on the time of day, give the seller 24 to about 40 hours to respond to your offer. I did say 40, not 48. Give them about a day and a half. Okay, don't do any of this craziness. I want a response in 2 hours. It will blow up in your face. And you just don't do it. I've seen it done, never works. Terrible strategy. Give them a nice Goldilocks response time, not too long, not too short. You'll get the response that you want. Number 11, offer submission follow-up. There's a few things to do. You're going to tell the professionals working for you to do these things. And if they don't want to do them, find a different professional. Okay, offer, submission, follow-up, the 11th and final step. You're going to make your offer. Your real estate agent is going to take that offer and send it to the seller. Your real estate agent should be writing an email that is not 3 pages long or anything silly like that. It should just touch on the high points so they don't miss anything in your offer. By the way, we offer you 10 days post-closing possession at no charge. We'd like to close in 35 days. We offered sticker price plus, and we're approved with an amazing lender. Just really hitting on those highlights, those high points. Your agent will send that over. Attached to it is your offer. your pre-approval letter, and if you wrote the love letter about the house, that'll be with it too. Your real estate agent should then be calling your lender saying the offer's been submitted. Your lender should then pick up the phone and call the listing agent and say, hey, you just received an offer from agent so-and-so for my clients, the Smiths, or whoever it is, whoever you are. And your lender should say to them, I want to tell you more about them. Now here's the thing, your lender isn't allowed to say anything about you to anybody. Not your credit score, not your income, not where you work or how long you've worked there. But boy, that information would be great for me as a listing agent as I'm telling my seller to accept an offer. Every lender tells me the same thing when I call and ask about the pre-approval letter. They're solid, otherwise I wouldn't have written the letter. Doesn't tell them anything. Horrible, generic answer. It's absolute junk. Tell your lender to call the listing agent once your offer's been submitted. Give your lender permission to share things. Because I'll tell you this, if I heard a lender say to me, yep, so-and-so submitted an offer, by the way, wanted to let you know, they've got FICOs in the mid-700s, a back-end DTI of 29%. They've both been employed with their jobs for 3+ years. They've submitted documents including tax returns, recent pay stubs, and the last 2 months of bank statements. And they already have verified funds sufficient to close the deal in their bank account. That's rock solid. Did you hear all that? It might not have meant anything to you. It means a lot to your lender. As a listing agent, it means a whole heck of a lot to me. And that is when I can look at a seller and say, these people have seller financing. I know this was a long video. I really encourage you to watch it again. I wish my lead-in was a little bit better. I know I got pretty fired up too because I love to win. I love to win these bidding wars, and I'm really good at it. I promise you, if you go back through and watch this video a little bit, if you missed anything, if you follow a lot of what's in this video, including those 11 items, you will remarkably increase your chances of winning a bidding war. This is a tried and true strategy. This is a remarkably effective strategy, and it's helped me win a lot of deals for my clients. So again, my name is Chuck Vanderstelt. I'm the founder of the real estate website, quadwalls.com. Feel free to get on our website. One thing too, say you were just trying to learn a little bit and you're not really there, or say you're unhappy with your current real estate agent, switch, fire them. People get fired every day when they're not doing a good job. Come check out quadwalls.com. On quadwalls.com, if you're a home buyer, we offer a 10% commission rebate, so we will rebate you 10% of whatever we earn on your home purchase. If you're going to be selling a home and buying a home, if you buy a home with us and we clear a commission of $5,000 or more, which is about, in our area, which is about a $225,000 house. So if you're going to buy something like that, all the listing work to sell your home is free. Our listings are complimentary here. It's a full service listing. Most of our clients save anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000 by working with us. We'd love to have you. So feel free to visit quadwalls.com, take a look at our site, read some more of our blog articles. To receive either one of those promotions, just click the rewards button in the bottom corner, and you could sign up and get on those rewards lists and be qualified for those promotions. Or feel free to hit a contact page if you've got any more questions about how to win a bidding war or anything else about buying and selling real estate. Thanks for watching.